Welcome Capricorn, it's Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot here to do How Do They Feel About You Now. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And welcome Crosswashers. Thank you guys for all the likes, shares, subscribes. It really helps with the algorithms on my channel, so I do appreciate every like that you give me. Even if you don't subscribe, just coming here and viewing my channel is a real appreciated, okay? So thank you again. And let's get started with your reading. This is, again, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it's not your story, don't claim it. Just don't make it try to fit. Chuck it in the bucket. See what other placements you have. This could be somebody else, some other Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus' story, okay? I'm going to get started with the frequency bowl. Cleanse cleanse the energies within me and in the room. And we'll get your universal prayer out there for everyone and get started. Here we go. Divine universe and guides, please bless everyone, all universal beings, with prosperity, stability, and abundance. Happiness gets happiness and misery loves company. We bless everyone and wish everyone happiness. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, thank you for being here. You are seeing this when you were supposed to see it. It's timeless. It doesn't have any, whether you see it now or whether you see it later, it's fine. We're going to get your main messages here. Divine Spirit and Guides. What is Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus' person feeling about them now? How do they feel about Capricorn now? What energies do they have? What feelings? How do they feel about the situation between Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus and themselves? What are they thinking in their hopes, fears, thoughts about Capricorn? Please give us all of Capricorn's person's feelings on the matter. Divine Spirit and Guides, more messages please on how Capricorn's person is feeling about them. How do they feel about Capricorn? These two want to come out. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That one came out in the reverse. And there we go. Let's see what we got so far. All right, so Capricorn, let's start with the bottom. I have the Knight of Swords in reverse. No communication. None at all coming through. They feel that there is a possibility for messages of emotional fulfillment between the two of you still. But they feel that it will take some time in isolation. Capricorn, you may be dealing with a Virgo. But they do feel like there's no communication being had. They still feel that there's an opportunity for messages to come in to fix things. To bring it about, but they feel like it's time for them to take a step back and isolate, seek a deeper wisdom on the matter. They do want to take action. You may be dealing with an Aries. If you are dealing with an Aries, this person does want to come towards you. They do want to step up. They do want to bring you some passion. They do want to take charge in the matter and not just let it be what it is, even though you're not communicating with them. The next card that I have here is the Six of Swords, that they are moving on though. They are taking the opportunity to, change their physical location, change their mindset. I feel intuitively that they are moving, relocating, trying to distance themselves, okay, just in case there is no comeback. They feel that you guys are twin flames. They feel like there is a karmic connection. That's why it's making it difficult for them. That's why they're isolating themselves. That's why they're definitely really trying hard not to lose the connection, but they're giving up hope because of the fact that you're not communicating whatsoever. But they are working on themselves. You could be dealing with a Libra. This person is working and focusing on themselves, on their potential for growth, their healing, their abundance, their nurturing. They're nurturing themselves, okay, because they definitely feel a connection with you. But they are determined with the Emperor's energy to take action in some way. And since you're not communicating with them, even though they have feelings and messages that there could be a communication later, they're deciding after taking a time out and seeking a deeper wisdom to move on. That's the only alternative they have left for them. But they do feel the connection to you. They do feel a twin flame soulmate connection, that you are their person, but they have to focus on themselves because of the lack of communication. They are definitely... They're working on their emotional balance. They're working on not being bitter. They're working on being in a good emotional state, open to giving and receiving love, okay? That is their mission. Their mission is to move on until something happens. They want a new divine opportunity being blessed to them of emotional fulfillment. whether it's with you or without you. They're wanting the universe to give them a new opportunity for emotional fulfillment, and that is why they may be taking the Emperor's energy to take charge of the situation, to relocate, change their mindset, change their physical location to smoother sailing waters. Even though they feel that you were their person, they still have a little bit of hope. But since there's a lack of communication and you've cut off all ties for them, they are not being able to speak their truth. With the Five of Swords, this is somebody coming clean, speaking their truth. They're unable to, to them, they didn't get the opportunity to have an input or to tell you how they felt about it. The ending. You just went it's like you ghosted, or you you just made the decision, cut off all ties, and they were just left with the rest of it, with picking up the pieces, is what I feel. Okay, but they do feel that, okay, if this is the way it's meant to be, then the scales are balanced. They're not bitter about it. They're not hating on you for it, Capricorn. They're just accepting. You could be dealing with a Libra. They're just accepting that is just the way it is, and this is just the way it was meant to be. That's their take on it. They're waiting for a new abundance of opportunity, of potential for stability and prosperity and growth with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, with someone new. Okay. They do have fond memories, and they do think about you all the time. This person is not the one that really wanted to let go, but because of the incommunicado status that you're bringing to them, all they can do is think about the past and all the good things that you brought to it, okay? But they're working on their total emotional fulfillment with or without you. You could be dealing with a Leo, okay? They believe that, Capricorn, that you and them may have been in a toxic situation, okay? They feel that there may have been a tie. They may have been addicted and obsessed with you, all right? But they do feel that they have the skills and have been gifted with all the tools and in their toolkit to manifest what it is that they truly desire. They truly desire a new emotional fulfillment, total emotional fulfillment, while working on their potential for nurturing and growth, their abundance, their nurturing growth. They want to remain emotionally balanced and not be bitter about the situation. They don't want the relationship that they had with you to be a bad thing. It's just a karmic lesson. You guys weren't on the same frequency and vibration level, but they don't understand why you're not communicating with them at all. Why you won't, it was just like you ghosted. You were there 1 minute and you're gone. And they had no way to even speak their truth on the matter or clear the air on how they felt about things. So they have no choice but to move on with the Emperor's energy, the Aries energy, moving on, because they can't stay stuck in it for, they can only isolate and seek a deeper wisdom for so long. But since you're being uncommunicative, even though they feel that you were a soulmate karmic tie, they do feel that one day you will bring them a message of emotional fulfillment. They feel like you will reach out to them. They think about you, and when they think about you, Capricorn, they only think about the good times. They're not focused on the bad times. But they really wish that they would have had an opportunity to speak their truth to you. And they're feeling like it is the way it is. It could be a Libra energy. But they believe that, okay, it is what it is. This person's not willing to entertain it. And this is you, Capricorn. And they just want a new emotional fulfillment that's going to lead to a long-term stability. And they're willing to manifest it. With or without you. Okay? That song on U2 is coming through. With or without you, from U2. That's what I'm hearing, okay? So they don't think badly of you. They just think that they think that they were toxically tied to you. They were stronger on their feelings for you than you were for them. But they are working on getting their emotional fulfillment and their stability and their abundance and their groundedness, even if they have to move on from the matter. But they're not going to look at you in a negative light. They just feel like karma was had. Justice, as the scales are balanced. It is what it is. No hurt feelings. No hard feelings. There's hurt feelings because they didn't get their say in it. You just went silent With the Knight of Wands, you didn't give them the opportunity to speak their truth, or weigh in on the option, or even to say one way or the other to try to convince you. But they're okay with that. They're saying, okay, well, that's the karmic lesson that was dealt, and I'll deal with it. All right. So the energies that I have that you could have been dealing with an Aries, a Virgo, we have another Capricorn, we have Libra. I have Libra again. I have a Leo, and Aries, Gemini, Virgo again, and a Capricorn. Okay, those are the energies that I have. Let's go ahead and get some clarification on some of this. Okay, let's see why they feel that even though you stopped communicating with them, cold turkey, just dropped it like it was hot, why they're okay with that. Let's find out why they feel that it's an okay thing. They feel like, okay, it's justice. I guess it is what it is. They're not holding it against you for some reason. Let's go ahead and find out why. Because they feel that they were seven of swords. They feel like they were in self-denial, that they had an unhealthy, toxic addiction to you. They felt like they were obsessed with you, and they feel like it's not fair to judge you, because maybe they were putting more expectations into it than what you were willing to give, Capricorn. Okay? They feel like they were in self-denial, self-sabotage mode. Okay? Let's clarify this moving on here with the Six of Swords and the Emperor. I have, they're wanting, they want to receive an offer of passion, adventure, travel. They want to give emotional adventure, passion, and action. They don't want to stay stuck in it, is what I'm feeling. They want to move on. With the Six of Swords, they want to move on to smoother sailing waters, because if it's not going to be with you, this person is resolute that they're going to move on then, and they're going to accept and take action and not be stuck in the moment, and not be in a isolated abandon. Just reflect on the good times that y'all had. They do feel like there is an opportunity that you will communicate with them later and bring messages of emotional fulfillment to them later. They do feel a twin flame karmic tie with you, but for some reason let's go ahead and clarify that. Why do they still feel that there's a karmic tie with you? Because they've been divine. Okay, universe has given them clarity and knowledge that there is truly something divine between you two. Maybe you couldn't handle it, Capricorn. Maybe you just weren't ready for it. And then there's no blame, no judgment. It's just that maybe this person was expecting you to be more than what they wanted to be or could be. And it just wasn't the divine timing. And maybe you do have a twin flame karmic tie with this person. But they were finally brought into and out of their self-denial about their unhealthy expectations that they were putting on you. They were toxically addicted to you and obsessed with you. But they realized, the Ten of Swords, that with you not communicating with them, that it's over. It's a done deal. They were blindsided by it, because with the ghosting, with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like a complete stop of communication. All of a sudden, quick like in a hurry, it's just nothing. And so they feel the Ten of Swords. They feel like, you realize that they were putting more expectations, and as much as you tried to express it to them, even though they didn't get a chance to express their part of it, you called it, and they feel it with the Ten of Swords. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some divine oracle messages. How is your person, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? How's that person feeling about you right now? What is their true deep dive feelings? The first thing they feel is unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. They weren't happy being toxically addicted to you and being in self-denial about where it was going, and you not meeting the level of speed and reciprocating it. So they weren't happy with the way things were going, because they were the ones that were addicted. They were the ones that were demanding of you more than what you were willing to give. And so your thing was, okay, well, I'm just going to cut it off, and I'm going to move on from that person, and that this person has an unhealthy expectations of realistic, non-realistic expectations of what I'm going to be able to offer them. But this person here is unsatisfied. I wasn't happy the way things were going. They wanted you to be just as addicted to them as they were toxically addicted to you and obsessed. And Capricorn, you're just grounded. You're a very grounded person. You don't feed into obsessions like that and addictions like that of that type of nature where people can demand you to be more and give more than what you can. Okay. Responsibilities. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. This is why the person is the Empress, focusing on their abundance, their potential for growth, moving on, keeping their equilibrium, working on their total emotional fulfillment, and accepting any kind of universally, divinely gifted new opportunities for love or passion or that type of energy. Okay, they're taking the responsible, owning. That's why the scales of the Justice card, even though you ghosted them and cut them out, that literally with the Ten of Swords, backstabbed. They weren't expecting it. It was blindsided. They understand because they have to take care of themselves now. They realized that they were investing too much into you unrealistically. Okay, and the last card that I have, Capricorn, confusion. I feel unclear about where we stand because you left it ghosted, where you just stopped communicating with them altogether. Didn't give them with the Five of Swords in reverse. You didn't give them a chance to speak their piece. You just called it and made the decision of finality. And that Ten of Swords, they are still wondering what happened. You didn't. I feel unclear about where we stand. Confusion. That's why they still feel that there's an opportunity, and they only think fondly of you. They still think there's a chance because they feel like maybe one day you'll feel that they were the karmic person for you, the Two of Cups. But they're left in a confused state. But they don't feel bitter. They don't hate you. They're just moving on. So that is your story. That is, if it resonates, claim it, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If it doesn't, don't try to make it fit. It's somebody else's story. I wish you prosperity, abundance, stability, and happiness. No judgment from anyone. This person doesn't even judge you. They still think fondly of you. They still want an emotional fulfillment with you. They do feel karmically soulmated, tied to you with the twin flame. They feel that you're their twin flame. They just feel like they were the ones that caused it because of their unrealistic expectations. They were toxically addicted to you and obsessed with you. And that may have came across to you as the cooked rabbit in the pot, fatal attraction. You may have ran. All right. So that's what I have for you. Until we read again, stay safe, be well, take care.